Some people look completely normal. They dress well, they talk fine, but the longer you stay around them, something just feels off. The energy drops, the connection fades, and the strange part? It's usually not their face, it's the experience they create. Because people don't walk away from you for being imperfect. They walk away when being around you makes them feel drained, ignored, small, or slightly uncomfortable. In this video, we're breaking down 8 psychological habits that quietly make someone less attractive without them even realizing it. The good news? These aren't fixed traits. They're patterns, and patterns can change. So if you're into psychology and human behavior, hit subscribe and let's get into it. Habit 1. Chronic negativity. There's a difference between having a bad day and becoming a negative person. Everyone struggles sometimes. That's normal. But if every conversation with you feels like complaining, if everything is always wrong, broken, or pointless, people start pulling away. Not because they don't care, but because it's exhausting. Humans are wired to react strongly to negative energy. So when someone constantly brings frustration, anger, or bitterness, it drains everyone around them. Think about it. You open Instagram to relax, and someone's story is always the same. Life sucks, people suck, everything sucks. Once or twice, it feels real. Every day, people start muting, not out of hate, out of self-protection. Habit 2. Arrogance and dismissiveness. Confidence attracts, but arrogance pushes away. And the difference is simple. Confidence feels calm. Arrogance feels like I'm better than you. It shows up in small ways. Interrupting people, rolling your eyes, talking down, dismissing ideas instantly. Even if you're right, your tone can still make people uncomfortable. Because people don't judge you by how smart you are. They judge you by how you make them feel. You could have the best idea in the room, but if you deliver it with disrespect, people won't admire you. They'll avoid you. Simple truth. Confidence invites, contempt repels. Habit 3. Humble bragging. This one feels subtle, but people notice it instantly. It's bragging disguised as complaining, like saying, "Ugh, too many people texting me lately," or "My boss trusts me with all the big projects. It's stressful." It sounds like frustration, but the real message is, "Look how important I am." And people can feel that. The problem isn't success. Success is fine. The problem is fake humility. Because when your words say one thing, but your intention says another, people lose trust. Ironically, honest bragging sometimes feels better. At least it's real. But fake humility? It feels manipulative. Habit 4. Victim mentality. Let's be clear. Talking about your pain is healthy. Sharing your struggles is normal. But turning yourself into the permanent victim is different. This is when someone always feels wronged, always blames others, always repeats the same story without ever moving forward. At first, people support you. They listen. They care. But over time, it becomes heavy because the story never changes. The villain is always someone else, and you're always the victim. Eventually, people feel pressure to apologize more, be extra careful, fix your emotions, and the relationship stops feeling equal. Here's the truth. Vulnerability builds connection, but victim identity creates emotional weight. Healing attracts people. Staying stuck pushes them away. Habit 5. Conversational narcissism. This one feels subtle, but people notice it instantly. It's the person who turns every conversation back to themselves. You share something, they top it. You open up, they redirect it. You say, "I've been really stressed lately." They reply, "That's nothing. I've been dealing with way more." Now the conversation isn't connection anymore. It's competition. And people notice. They just don't say it. Instead, they slowly stop sharing. Shorter replies, less openness. Because talking to you stops feeling good. Real connection isn't about being more impressive. It's about making the other person feel seen. Habit 6. Constant interrupting. Some people think interrupting makes them look smart. It doesn't. It makes them look impatient. When you cut someone off, the message is clear. My thoughts matter more than yours. Even if that's not your intention, that's how it feels. Strong communicators do the opposite. They listen fully. They let people finish. They stay comfortable in silence. That shows control. That shows respect. Interrupting doesn't make you dominant. It just shows you can't wait. Habit 7. Uncomfortable body language. Sometimes attraction disappears before words even start because of body language. Two extremes. First, completely closed off. No eye contact, arms crossed, body turned away. Your brain reads it instantly. This person isn't open. Second, too intense. Staring too long, standing too close, invading space. And suddenly, it feels uncomfortable. You might not know why, but your body reacts. Because humans respond to safety first, not logic. The most attractive presence is simple. Relaxed posture, natural eye contact, comfortable space. Nothing forced, nothing extreme. Habit 8. Poor self-regulation signals. This isn't one thing. It's a group of small signals. Looking constantly exhausted, restless movements, fidgeting nonstop, checking your phone every second so. These things seem small, but they send a strong message. This person isn't stable right now. Imagine sitting with someone and they can't stay still. They look tired, distracted, low energy. You don't dislike them, but you don't feel comfortable either, because your brain picks up stress signals instantly. Even lack of sleep alone makes someone seem less attractive and less trustworthy, not because of looks, but because of the energy they give off. Calmness feels safe. Chaos doesn't. Final thought. If you look closely, all of these habits have one thing in common. They make people feel tired, small, ignored, or unsafe. That's why attraction isn't just about appearance. It's about how people feel around you. And the best part? None of this is permanent. These are patterns, and patterns can change. Nobody is perfect. We've all done some of these. Real growth isn't about being flawless. It's about being aware and choosing better. If I had to sum up this entire video in one line, it's not the flaw, it's the pattern. If this made you think, hit like so more people can see it. And if you want more videos on psychology, behavior, and human connection, subscribe and turn on notifications. One last question. Which of these habits do you see the most in real life or in yourself? Drop it in the comments, because sometimes just noticing it is the first step to changing it.